and welcome back to Bookish Theories. In today's video, I would like to talk about Stray Kids' debut, focusing on a little breakdown and analysis of the storyline, the lyrics, and the music video. The View is a song co-written and co-composed by Three Racha that describes the happiness and relief of a person who has finally achieved a dream that they could not let go. Now, as we'll see in a second, the story that the boys are telling us in the video is a direct sequel to the events that took place back in Mixtape, meaning that The View is a song that belongs to the movie club storyline that began all the way back in Mixtape on Track and continued in Mimi as well. Back in those videos, Stray Kids told us a story about growing up that focused on a group of friends that were united by their love for filmmaking. In the narrative, the boys played the role of students who wanted to enter a movie competition in order to achieve their dream, but their goal was soon cut short by fights and misunderstandings that led the boys to get separated and their dream to end up in flames. Now, even if in Mixtape we saw them graduating and being forced to let go of their dream in order to face the real world, the video also showed us that the one thing that they could not let go was actually each other. While filmmaking was a passion that all of them shared, this passion became meaningless the moment they got separated, and this is because the bond that they created along the way was the most important thing that defined their youth. The real dream here was their friendship. It was them being able to share their youth with people who loved them, understood them, and wanted to walk the same road to accomplish their goals, but when they got separated, this dream ended, and in a sense their youth ended along with it. Now, despite the story portrayed a moment of life that is essentially about letting go, Mixtape also showed us that some things are too important to leave behind, so by the end we saw Felix wishing to reunite with the others as they remembered the moments of happiness that they shared in the past. As they told us in the video, however, dreams only come true to those who truly want them, so wishing for better days to come is not enough to make them come true, and in the video this sense of agency was conveyed with Lino eventually reaching out to Hyunjin to reconcile. That was a scene that foreshadowed that Felix's dream to reunite would eventually come true, and this is where the view comes into play, because in the video we finally get to see what that wish was truly about. You see, even if this time the story is set in a land of dream, the view reflects the fantasy that the boys want to make come true in reality. At the beginning, for instance, the video opens with Felix recording with the same camera that we saw back in Be Me, but if back then he was recording by himself, this time around he's recording the others as they join him in this fantasy. Now, right off the bat, this scene is very telling because Felix holding the camera already connects us right back to the movie club storyline that began in On Track. This is a narrative that in the video is also referenced with other clues, because if Sumin is playing a guitar like he did in No, Chanmin is holding a basketball and Bangchan is wearing headphones, both of which are elements that reference what we saw back in Be Me. On top of that, in the field that the boys are dreaming about, we can also see televisions showing us some scenes from On Track, Be Me, and Oh, meaning that the view is indeed showing us their wish to reconnect after everything fell apart in reality. The most important element that connects the view with the rest of the story, however, is actually the scene of the door, because if at the beginning we see Lino and Hyunjin standing on opposite sides of it, in the dream they can finally reunite and stand together on the same side. This is a scene that references them fighting for the girl as well as them finally reconciling later on, so we can say that in this fantasy Felix's wish to reunite eventually came true, and this is because the boys truly wanted it. Just like we saw that Lino took action in order to mend his relationship with Hyunjin, in the view it's hinted that all of them have the same dream and all of them worked in order to accomplish it, and this is a concept that can be applied to the storyline but also to real life. You see, in many respects, we can say that the view is also showing us the progress that the boys made in their journey to achieve their dreams. If in the past the road was difficult, uncertain and dark, and now everything is finally falling into place. They feel comfortable, happy, carefree, and the reason why they feel that way is because they worked for their dream and eventually managed to accomplish it. As we see in the video, now they are not only living their dream, but they literally reach the top. After overcoming their struggles and walking a dark road, the Stray Kids are finally able to see 1,000 miles ahead of them, and in the lyrics they tell us that they like this view because this view is something that they earned. You see, to a certain extent, the view represents their accomplishments. While their journey is far from over, now they can choose which direction to take and actually see where they're going, but much like in the storyline, their greatest accomplishment is none other than their friendship, and this is a concept that is expressed in the video as well. You see, while the boys enjoy the view that surrounds them, the real view of the video is Stray Kids themselves. The view is them being happy together, them enjoying their youth, and them living out their dream after walking a difficult path. Much like in the story, in reality we don't know which direction their journey will take them, but one thing that we know is that by being together and working hard, that the boys can make their every wish come true. So that's it from me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please think about liking and subscribing. As always, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye bye!